Damn, get rid of that.
Trying to. 3 weeks.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Dive Bomb Industries. I'm Jeff Stanfield, locally known with the world famous Andy Shaver.
That's right. That's right.
What do you mean that's right?
Oh, locally known Jeff Stanfield.
Today,
It's okay, though.
Today we should call this the asshole episode because two of the biggest assholes in the waterfowl industry, me and Trevor Shannahan are on here together. The current setting champion of the Ducks Unlimited Memphis DUX Expo.
Cutdown.
I mean, he took it all. Took everything but the women, Mr. Trevor Shannahan. How you doing, Trevor?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
It's good when you don't sleep in or don't miss your alarm.
Yeah, that is true.
I didn't even know you were going to be there because I swear you told me at Squad Fest you weren't coming.
I didn't know what the payouts were, and then I looked at the payouts.
Because someone said, did you hear who won we were on the podcast with Jimbo and David, and we were picking winners, and I didn't even know you was in there. I figured old Corey had win it, and what happened now? They said Shanahan won them both. I go, Trevor's not even here. So, oh, yeah, he won both of them. Then we're at a bar, and guess who comes walking in? Trevor Shannahan.
Grin on his face. That smile right there.
The crazy thing is, usually if I'm at a restaurant and somebody comes walking in, it's Mikey Soberano needing a free meal. I'm telling you, I can be anywhere in the United States, and his ass will know I'm there, and he'll come walking in. Everywhere.
Oh, he's good to mooch off of people.
Yeah, that's your little brother now. I think you kind of adopted him.
Yeah, I mean, I give him all my second place trophies.
You don't have a lot of second place trophies, though. That's the deal. What's that behind you? That's a good looking. Is that another world championship one?
It's the Job.
Yeah, that's Charlie Job's. I think that's my first world championship one right there.
And I'm looking at the second one.
Yeah, you have one of the honestly, they're not labeled of which ones they are. So I mean, you might have honestly gotten the first one. And that they're all very, very similar. They just have world championship on them. It doesn't say which contest or whatnot. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I got I got 7 floaters and one of the standards for champions, and then a bunch of the duck decoys too for the duck stuff.
Okay, so you listed this when we were at Memphis. You've won 7 of the 8 individual contests? Or no, 7 of the 8 world championships total. Live, team. Is that true? Are my numbers right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at Easton and Stuttgart,
yep.
And then I guess now if you throw Cutdown in there, World Championship Goose, World Championship Live Duck, World Championship Team Live Duck, World Championship Team Live Goose, World Championship Team Goose, which they switched it from a Team Goose. They switched it from a Team Goose to a regular Team Goose to a Live Goose. So basically, I have both of those. And then Cutdown, and then so basically the only one at Easton I haven't won is the Live Goose, the individual Live Goose. I've been second place a bunch, and then sorry, I got members texting me. I should have put that on. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. But so basically the only one at Easton I haven't won is the Live Goose, individual Live Goose, and then been second in that a few times, and then been second at Stuttgart a few times. And then you can tack on won the team world mallard meet. So that would be like, that'd be seventh different world championship. That was down in Katy, Texas.
Do you think the people that go to these I'm not going to say flat build kids, just the younger guys, and they go into a contest and you older vets are there, do you think they just frustrating as hell to them?
With this generation, yes, probably. I mean, with my generation, no. It was the next roadblock to get over the hurdle. I think the generations now don't have that kind of mindset. So yeah, it probably is frustrating to them. Just because, I mean, as well as I do, my generation's probably softer than yours was. So it's just like I've always said, we're in a pacification of America right now. Every generation just gets a little bit softer.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that with my dad because the stuff I used to argue with him about, I'm on the same side he was on when he was arguing with me now.
Mm-hmm.
As I've gotten older, I've become him in a lot of ways, and Andy will become me one day, and then Reese will become Andy one day. I mean, but it's worrying me because these younger kids just do not seem to care about things, the principles that we care about. When I say younger people, and it's not everybody because there's a lot, but people under 30 years of age, what they care about and what's important to them is not the same things that was important to my group growing up. And I'm sure it's a generational thing, but it just kind of scares me, the things they don't care about.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But so right now, if you go to a calling contest, there's about 6 guys that are going to win it every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the meat duck's getting more competitive. There's a lot of good guys. Now, if I was judging, it still would come down to 3 people at every contest. Just because I'm very, very nitpicky on my judging, stuff that a lot of judges don't actually hear or know about. That's the kind of stuff that separates Corey, Seth, and myself from the other guys who are good, in my opinion, very good duck callers, but not great duck callers. I would have us 3 above everybody in pretty much every contest, just off of little teeny tiny things that most people can't even distinguish in the routine.
Do they pay y'all to judge? When you're a judge, do you get paid anything?
A lot of the bigger contests will like front your hotels and whatnot. I'm at the point where, like, if I'm gonna go judge a contest, I pretty much tell the contest, I was like, don't worry about paying me or paying for my hotel room. I can foot the bill myself, just to try and help them save a little bit of money. Because I don't really need it anymore.
What is what's the next big contest? Is it Easton the next big one or the Stuttgart, I guess?
Yeah. So, I mean, big one. Yeah, it'll be, I'm sure there's a bunch of like little qualifiers and everything in between now and November, but yeah, Easton will be the next big one. It's always the second full weekend of November. And then Stuttgart is always Thanksgiving weekend. So those are the 2 big ones. Pretty much every big contest has been played out through the summer. We get a couple month lull with a bunch of like smaller contests and everything. And then you got Worlds to finish it off right before hunting season starts.
Do you have any desire to go win the World Live Goose and just check that box?
I'm going to Easton this year to try to.
So,
like last year was the first year since I started that I haven't been in Easton. And we had the Best in Texas skeet shoot. So it was like my first big skeet shoot. And, and my boss even told me, he was like, hey man, he was like, skeet shoots run themselves. If you want to go to, Worlds or whatever, go ahead. And I was like, no, I'm going to do it. Well, now I've run a couple, Best in Texas, Texas State, the Briley Blue Goose. I've run a bunch of big, quote unquote, big skeet shoots. Cause a full skeet shoot might be 200 people where like our big sporting clay shoots are 700-800. So those skeet shoots run themselves. So I will be heading back to Easton this year, try and check that live off. And then, Bo Matherly and I run what I think is is one of the best 2-man live goose routines ever laid down, and we still haven't won it. You know, we've been top 5 pretty much every year, but we haven't won it. So I'd like to try and win one with him too.
I think it's crazy that we don't have a big calling contest in Texas.
You don't have the people.
Yeah, but people would come if there was money there, I'd think.
They used to have a decent sized one where we did like the World Team Mallard Meet, the World Real Duck. Back when they did the Real Duck stuff, they would do the World Spec, World Snow, and that was in Katy at the Bass Pro in Katy. Darn it, Prince.
James
Prince. Yeah, James Prince used to run those.
Yeah, I don't know. First of all, I don't know what venue you would go to in Texas because we don't really have a waterfowl.
It's a long way for everybody. I mean, Trevor's a Texas native now, so he could make the drive, but you're not going to get people.
If you put enough money down there, you will. If you pay what's cash prizes for a big waterfowl contest? $25,000.
Not. There's not many anymore that will even total that. I would say, individual contests. The big ones now are anywhere from $2 to $3 grand. Some used to be $5 to $10 grand. I know when Kentucky was having their big one, it was like $5 grand to first, 2,500 to second, like 1,500 to third, 1,000 to fourth, 750 to fifth, and then I think they paid like 500 for sixth through 10th. Because there was years I'd walk out of there with $7,500. Win the duck and finish second in the goose, or win the goose and finish top 5 in the duck. I don't. They only ran that contest for 3 years. I never went there and didn't win one of the contests. I won the goose the first 2 years and then won the duck the third year. So that was always a good payout. Rogers was always good because basically you could cover your expenses by finishing 10th in one contest. So the guys who could blow in duck and goose, they go finish 10th in both contests and they probably made $500. Where I think there was 4 years where I won the ducky and the goose, and that was like a $6,000 payout.
So what do you think is better, having like a big payout for like the top 3, or having a smaller purse for everybody but paying, like you said, the top 10?
So back in the days where there was more people doing it, I think paying that top 10 to where like you could pay your trip off for 10th place.
Yeah.
I think that was the route to go. I mean, you're still going to have a $3,000, prize package. I think they did $3 grand for first, 2,500 for second, $2 grand for third, 1,500 for fourth, 1,000 for fifth, and then 500 for sixth through 10th. I think that's how they used to structure it. I can't remember the exact details, but and they probably changed it at the end when they were getting less participation. But yeah, back when there was a lot of different, a lot of people actually still actively involved in calling, paying to the top 10 was probably a better way to go about getting people. And now it's probably just paying out good on that first, second, third place.
Yeah. I mean, because it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, you can either pay your top guys more money, or you can pay more guys. So I don't know, but Jeff's over here trying to get this calling contest in Texas off the ground. And
I'm just curious to so if company come out and they put $20,000 into prize packages, they could throw a contest. People would come for the money. But I just don't know where the venue would be in Texas.
I think location is big. Like, Memphis is centrally located for a duck call, to duck callers. So I think that's why you saw so much attendance right there, because it's easy for all them Arkansas and Tennessee and Missouri boys to get to. It's not that far of a drive. Plus, it's a big city, easy to get in and out of for plane flights too.
Yeah. That's Texas's problem is the best waterfowl hunting in Texas is in West Texas, Northwest Texas, the Panhandle, that kind of area. Now there's really good duck hunting in East Texas. I'm not knocking that. So People are getting their panties in a wad. But there's no place out here to have a contest.
I mean, you could probably find something in Lubbock, but I mean, that'd be about where you would have to go to have it close, for people to fly into. And even Lubbock is, a little bit limited on flights in and out of it.
Well, Dallas or Houston will be the logical two places, but I don't know of any venues that are doing it. It's just a shame we don't have anything like that to attract.
Yeah, I mean,
people.
that Bass Pro Shop in Katy was a great place to have it. They had it there for years, and it was a very good place. There's actually, there's quite a few places in Houston. And Katy's just a suburb of Houston, but quite a few places in Houston that actually would be pretty good venues. It's just, for one, summer is like the mainstay of calling contest, season, and it's so ungodly hot and humid here. It would kind of suck to have an outdoor one. So you need an indoor venue. Then you limit yourself a little bit. But, heck, I got a Bass Pro 10, 15 minutes down the road. And those are always good venues to have them at.
So if you win the Duck in November, are you done? Probably it. If Robbie wins the Duck before you win the Duck, are you done?
No.
No? You'll still chase it?
Yeah, because I'll still be, I need the live goose and the live duck, and I'll be the only person I'm the only person to ever finish in the top 2 of World Goose, World Duck, Live Goose. So if I can knock off the live goose and the duck, I'll be the only one to win all 4.
So you're not going to be driving to Memphis to just jump in and do a contest again?
Oh, with payouts there.
Well, he says he's going to retire. That's why I'm asking him.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on if I, get hair up my ass. Sometimes people start talking and it lights a fire under me to show up and show out again.
Did that happen in Memphis, or it was purely just the Cutdown? And was online chirping at you?
No, Memphis was. Corey was like, dude. He was like, you need to look at the payouts. And so I looked at them and I was like, okay, yeah. I said I might as well go to that one. But honestly, on that one, if I hadn't gotten qualified there, I probably wouldn't have gone to Stuttgart this year, because it's just a long drive up to Stuttgart to have to get qualified and then turn around and blow in Worlds again. And what if you make a mistake in the qualifier and don't get qualified? It was kind of just a 16-hour round trip for nothing.
What's the Worlds pay?
World is very, very top heavy. So I mean, I think I got like 1,500 maybe for second place last year. It's I think it's 10 to the winner, and then you usually get I think it's a War Eagle boat and a trailer. So it's a little bit bigger than what the World Cutdown was, but there's a ton of prizes too. I mean, just for the regional last year, I think I won $1,000. I won a turtle box, a Yeti cooler. I mean, I won a ton of, like, the prize package that I got for winning the regional was probably more than I got for second place at Worlds.
I think it's interesting that you guys always talk about, I want a boat and a trailer. I always kind of figured they go together.
Some years at Worlds, you've got a boat, you didn't get a trailer.
I mean,
then some years back in the day, you got a boat and a motor, but no trailer. Some, if you're really lucky, you got all 3.
So you won a boat. Did you not have a motor on the boat you won the other day?
Nope. It's a boat and a trailer. I was gonna put 40 horse tiller on it and kind of like run the intercoastal. Just like in the summer, I'd go fishing off of it, and in the winter, try and, if I had some spare time on a Monday or Tuesday in December when we slow down a little bit, run down the intercoastal and try and kill some divers. It's pretty cool hunting on the intercoastal. It's like you go across the water to what's essentially just a giant sandbar, and it's all available for everybody to hunt. It's like public land. But Dad called me and he was like, "Hey, I want that boat." And he was like, "I will drive down to Stuttgart in November and come hunt with Charles and pick it up." And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "That's fine." I was like, "You'll get more use out of it than I will."
So your dad
Plus,
took the boat.
I owed him some money, so he's like, "Our debt's clear. Plus, I'm going to have to cut you a check." So, yeah. So Dad basically bought the boat from me. So now I need to go win another one in September or in November, and that way I got one here in Texas.
Have you been on the Intercoastal before?
Yeah, I hunted last year with some of my members.
You know what's really cool about the Intercoastal? I've never been to it in that area, but I fished in it at South Padre a bunch. But I think Duncan Dial, they've got a house that sits right on the Intercoastal in the middle of the water. It's got propane tanks for their air conditioning and everything. They got big propane tanks on it and stuff. But it's cool as shit. I always thought that'd be a fun place to stay the night and fish and hunt and do everything. It's just a really cool environment. But I think the state has now you can't, those houses are all grandfathered in. I don't think you can put any more of them. But this is on stilts in Laguna Madre, right where the barges go right by there.
That's cool. We got a guy that I shoot with a bunch, Logan Crane. He's got an operation down there taking fishing charters out off of San Padre.
Out of South Padre?
Yeah.
South Padre is really cool. It's more like being in Mexico than it is the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. Matter of fact, you go if you go into Port Isabel and you go into the stores, over the loudspeakers, they speak Spanish more than they do English. I mean, it's 99% of the people down there are Mexicans, so it's a really cool place. Someone's got a offshore is running charter boats somewhere off of Louisiana now, and they've bought an old oil well, an old what do you call them, derrick?
Mm-hmm. A derrick,
and
built like a clubhouse on it.
They built like a fucking resort on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think so too. You know those ones we fished under?
Yeah.
Those big platforms. Supposedly an outfitter bought one of those. I can't imagine how much that would have cost. Unless it was just an old defunct one and they gave it to him for tax purposes.
What are you sipping on there, Trevor?
Blade and Bow.
Blade and Bow. I had that before. It's just a regular bottle?
Yeah, just regular bottle. It's like a $40 bottle. It's nothing special.
It's a good little sipper though.
Yep.
When you can find it here.
Two cubes of ice in it and
let her go.
Are you enjoying living in the armpit of Texas?
Yeah, I mean it's wild around here, man. It's like, I basically have a 300-acre playground out in the middle of nowhere with nobody bothering me. But then I go literally right around the corner to South Post Oak, and it's pretty dangerous down there.
It's like being in Baltimore, huh?
Yeah. It's not quite as bad as Baltimore, but it's still there's areas you don't want to venture into after dark.
I've always said if God was going to give an enema to Texas, he'd do it in Houston. It's hot, it's humid, crime's terrible. But man, I know a lot of people that absolutely love it that live there. And they say if you got in the right neighborhoods, it's absolutely a great place to live.
Oh yeah. I mean, I enjoy it. With our membership, with us being a higher end club and everything, our membership is a lot of professionals, high ups in oil companies, doctors, lawyers, and everything. So, get to have good conversations with everybody around here and everything. But I don't venture off of the club very much. Yesterday I think was Saturday we had a benefit shoot at another club about an hour down, basically in Katy, about an hour down the road. So I went to do that. That was for it was benefiting a guy in the local shooting community that had just recently passed away. So went to support that, and that was a good turnout. Did that on Saturday, and then that was the first time I think I'd left the club in about 2 weeks. and then went to the doctor yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I was the only white person in the doctor, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only person they spoke English to the entire time there.
That's Houston.
That is Houston. Yep. So have you found now you grew up on the East Coast, which is great seafood also, but there's some really good food. Have you found your hidden gems, places to eat in Houston yet, or?
I mean, I honestly, I don't leave here very much. I do most of my own cooking, and And then HEB has a bunch of pre-made meals that are portioned correctly, fresh food, not a bunch of preservatives and everything in it. So, like once a week I'll go out, do grocery shopping. I'll get probably, 6 meals, and they're all between like $8 and $12.
The boys shopping.
It's kind of hard to beat for a single man.
You're going to
HEB.
That HEB owns Central Market. Are you going to a Central Market?
I'm going to HEB Plus.
Okay, they've got a Central Market that's in Dallas. I bet they have them in Houston too, and they've got those. Because I've told Michelle 1,000 times. I've said, man, if we lived here, we would eat here 4 nights a week, because they have like going through a cafeteria type. They can get all kinds of different things you want, and they have the pre-portioned meals. But it's like a nice deli. But they may have eggplant parmesan. They may have meatballs. They may have stuffed flounder. But it's all fresh food. But I love the Central Markets. But that is owned by HEB.
I eat a lot of chicken and fish on those like pre-made meals and everything. Because like if I'm going to do steak, I'm actually going to cook a steak myself.
Yes.
They have a lot of like beef offerings, but if I'm going to cook beef, I'm going to cook it here. I mean, I got a Traeger in the back, so I smoke a decent amount out here. But yeah, no, I mean, they had like, I think last night I had, it was like crawfish etouffee stuffed salmon with like potatoes and corn. And I mean, just, little portion like that. I mean, it's actually makes me eat the right amount instead of just stuffing my face nonstop. So
my problem is I am a snacker. So late at night, I like that little snack about 9:30, which is the worst time that you can eat, because you're gonna go to bed and then it's just gonna sit in your stomach. But the other day I smoked a skirt steak for 4 hours. It was really good that way.
A skirt steak? I've never heard of them
skirt
smoked.
steak. Never heard of it before. I read the recipe. You smoke it like at 200, 215 for 4 hours. It was phenomenal.
Did you put chimichurri on it too?
No, I made cowboy butter.
What is that?
It's melted butter with lemon juice, red pepper flakes, salt, pepper.
I bet that's good.
Oh, it was exceptional, Jeff.
Skirt steak is kind of getting to be the new trendy thing. Is it getting more expensive, or is it still pretty cheap?
Oh, I don't know. I found it in my freezer. I think from when I did the carnivore diet a year ago. It's something that was left over. So I was like, hey, let's do this. It was very good, though. I was worried it was going to be dry from cooking that. It's just skirt steak's a thin piece of meat. And I was worried it was going to dry out really bad, but it didn't. And I added a shitload of butter to it while it was cooking.
I tell you what, I would much rather have beef at home than anywhere. Like when we go to a steakhouse to eat, I very seldom eat steak. I'd rather have something else. Me and Michelle went to the Riata in Fort Worth the other day, and I had fish, just because I get it at home all the time. So I mean, I don't get fish. I don't get fish at home ever. So if I go to a restaurant, I'd rather have fish or chicken. Something I don't going to have, because beef is so easy to make.
I tell you, one of my favorite things to make on that Traeger is salmon. I'll get like 3 big salmon fillets and just smoke, just pure smoke on them. Cook them completely on there. Oh my God! And all it is just spritz lemon juice over them, salt and pepper. I've tried cooking them. I've tried doing blackening season, trying doing all kinds of these different seasonings. The best thing on that smoker is lemon juice, salt, and pepper on salmon, and it's absolutely delicious, easy to make. You can make a bunch of it real quick, and then freeze it or whatnot. And because that's what I'll do. I'll cook up a bunch of stuff, put it into my little containers and everything, and freeze it, and then basically meal prepping and everything. But so. Andy, when you're snacking, what are you snacking on late at night?
Oh, fuck.
Liberal ice cream.
Lately it's been ice cream. We did get the past couple weeks have been very, very good. We got a very good watermelon, so I've been having a lot of watermelon, which I got to wake up about 3:00 and piss, because I've got all this watermelon in my belly.
Boy, it has been good lately, though.
With a little bit of tahini on it. But I just saw that fucking Mexico came out and said that that's not good for you anymore. It's got too much... tahini. It's got
sodium.
Some preservative in it that Mexico's like, hey, be careful with this shit.
I thought Mexico's the one that brung us tahini.
Well, now they're telling you to be careful.
Did you see everybody's putting honey on watermelon now?
No.
I just like regular watermelon. As a kid growing up, you put salt on it. Now I just rather have it without no salt on it. Yeah, and cantaloupe, salt and pepper on a cantaloupe too.
Yeah.
Kind of the sweet.
I don't like cantaloupe, but my grandfather loved cantaloupe.
I hate
and
cantaloupe.
He would always have a bowl of cottage cheese, throw some cantaloupe on top, and salt and pepper. And I was like, I'll take salt and pepper on my cottage cheese, but I don't want it on cantaloupe. I don't want cantaloupe at all.
I hate cantaloupe.
I'm gonna tell you what we eat out here during dove season. We'll have them. We have a husband and wife out here that grow produce, and they used to have a fruit stand. We get it. They deliver we get okra. We have grilled okra every weekend out here with steak or something. Sometimes we do 2 nights in a row. It's very popular. People love it. But they grow Israeli melons, and they're damn good. But I love watermelon. But I like watermelon to be sweet. I don't like watermelon in the winter because it's no good. But man, the summer watermelon is the best.
Tahine has silicone dioxide and high sodium levels. So
it's just seasoned salt.
They urge the public to moderate their intake to avoid potential lung and cellular damage. Silicone dioxide is commonly used in the food industry as an anti-caking agent and is considered safe in small amounts. However, experts note that prolonged and excessive exposure can lead to serious issues, including lung injuries, silicosis, cellular damage, neurological effects, and mitochondrial dysfunction. So I've been having to cut back on that.
I don't use tahine anyways. Tahine and cumin are out of my diet anyways.
I use tahine. I pour tahine in my beer.
That's good.
Delicious.
That's good, y'all. Yeah. You pour it in the beer. You don't just do the rim.
No, yeah, you just dump it in. Like if you got a cup of beer, just shake it in there. Like a lot of people will do salt in like Bud Light or whatever, light beers or whatever. They'll just pour a little bit of salt in it. Well, it's a little bit of salt with a little bit of seasoning too. A couple of years ago at Nationals, one of the guys from. He's actually kind of like in between San Antonio and you guys. He's in Abilene.
That's close.
Yeah. So he was like, he pulls out this little thing of tahine. He's like, I've got my pocket tahine. He's like, try this. And I'm like, okay. I tried it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's life changing right there.
I keep that shit on.
So I'll tell you, a good late night snack.
Yep.
It'll satisfy that craving, but it's not going to be bad for you. Pistachios.
Yeah. Pistachios are good.
That's my go-to, man. I sit there. It'll be like 10, 11 o'clock. I usually don't go to bed till about midnight, but it'll be 10, 11 o'clock. I've had a couple drinks, got my gummy in me. I'm sitting there playing Madden or NCAA, and just cracking on pistachios.
Got your gummy in you. That's why you're snacking. You got that gummy in there. Got that late night snack. But yes, before the watermelon, it was liberal Ben and Jerry's ice cream. The brownie. Ooh. Oh my, wow, that's so fucking good.
I can't tell you the last time I ate ice cream.
Well, I couldn't either. I haven't had ice cream in years, and then I saw this. I was going through the Dollar General aisle, and it was talking to me. It was like a Jesus moment. This tub of ice cream was speaking to me, so I bought it, and it was heaven.
It's crazy. Dollar General sells Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs, two of the higher end ice creams. You don't think of that at a Dollar General.
Ben and Jerry's is high end.
I think it's considered a high end type ice cream.
Yeah. I have no idea.
You probably paid $10 for it.
That's okay. It's good.
Ben and Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, Breyers. That'd be like what I would say would be the higher end.
Yeah. Bluebell would be right below it.
But like my mind was playing tricks on me. It's like, hey, you work out hard. You deserve this.
Andy,
you can have this.
You do work out hard.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't. Can't have that all the time.
Your mom was going to make brownies the other night for dinner when y'all came over.
She didn't.
Well, she made that cake instead.
She did.
And you took some home.
I did.
And you ate it.
I did.
And it was good.
At about 10:30 at night.
It's good stuff. Michelle makes, Andy's grandma had a chocolate cake recipe.
Texas sheet cake.
It's a very, I guess it's kind of time consuming to make because it's got a homemade icing and stuff. But boy, it's good.
I've made it a couple times. It's good. So let's get into what I want to talk to you about. Football. Trevion Henderson is my sleeper, and if you're
listening to TV, he's not a sleeper.
The running back that played for the Commanders last night, Corky Merritt. Bill. He goes by Bill. Yeah. That's not his first name. Those two guys, I think.
They're trying to trade Brian Robinson right now.
That's right. So I think that Korsky or Corky, which is it? Korsky Merritt, I think.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah. Those are my two guys that I'm targeting late in drafts.
He's so full of shit. Andy's lying. These guys aren't even nobody he wants. He's trying to talk someone else into this because I know Andy too well.
I'm not trying to talk anybody into that.
He doesn't need to talk me into Trevion Henderson because I was trying to trade. I had the 8 and 10 pick in the first round of our dynasty league, and I was trying to get up to number 5, and that dude didn't want any part of it. He drafted Trevion Henderson. I sent him like 15 trade offers after that. I want Trevion Henderson bad.
See? I'm not talking bullshit.
Okay, I'll ask you guys. This is going to be the honesty factor here. Now, Andy's going to lie again.
Okay.
If you have the first pick, Trevor, in a PPR Superflex league, which we're all in one together, who are you taking? First pick.
First pick. So if I'm in the top 4, I'm taking a quarterback.
Who's your first pick?
First pick, I'll probably. I mean, it's got to be Lamar or Josh Allen, and then I see the Bills as a regression candidate, so I'd probably go with Lamar this year.
Andy?
Here's my thing. Everybody's got Josh Allen as like number 1. Who's he going to throw the ball to?
Who was he going to throw the ball to last year? Did the same thing. Still was MVP.
Did he have Amari last year or not?
Not Amari didn't do shit. They didn't even trade for him until like week 12.
Either way, I agree with Trevor here. So personally, I don't want the number 1 pick. I want like number 4.
No, you got the 1 is the question. Number 1.
Yeah, I want number 4 because I just want to take the last.
I just want the last guy.
If I have the first pick, I'm taking Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow
You're a fucking idiot.
I think he's going to throw for 5,000 yards this year. They're going to have to throw the ball because their defense sucks.
Did you see his offensive line last night? He was running for his life.
I'm taking Joe Burrow if I have the first pick.
Joe Burrow will be at best number 5 quarterback. So you're going to take the number 5 quarterback with the number 1 pick.
Yep. I don't think he's going to be the number 5 quarterback. I think he's going to be the number 1 quarterback.
He doesn't run. He can't. He literally has almost 0 pathways to being the number 1 quarterback in fantasy.
I'll take him number 1 because I think he's going to throw for 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns.
I mean, honestly, in a super flex league, Joe Burrow is probably a 2nd round pick.
No.
Yeah, you can get him front end of the 2nd round.
No.
Probably not in ours.
No. Not in our league because everybody goes quarterback heavy because honestly, everybody in our league doesn't know what the hell they're doing. But
what place did you finish in last year?
Here's the thing: I whiffed on my first running back, Breece Hall.
Yep,
whiffed on him.
He's terrible.
I whiffed on my 3rd round pick, which was my first quarterback, which was Anthony Richardson.
Yep.
I whiffed on my tight end pick, but at the end of the season, got Jonnu Smith and was raping everybody on tight ends. But I whiffed. I went with Dalton Kincaid. I don't know what 5th, 6th round, something like that. I probably took him like tight. I think he was probably the 4th or 5th tight end to come off the board. But I whiffed on a couple high end picks, and that was it. If I would have gone with my same strategy, I could have gone Jamar Chase 1st round, Justin Jefferson 2nd round. I think I could have gotten Jaden Daniels 3rd round. It's like I looked at every pick that I whiffed on, and I was like, I could have had a championship team. My strategy was sound. I picked the wrong people.
Okay, we're gonna look at your team right now. Here's the draft.
I don't know
results.
if you saw it or not. Daniel Jones is a starter for Indianapolis.
I did see
week
that.
1.
Okay, this is last year. You took Breece Hall 1st round.
Mm-hmm. Could have had Jamar Chase.
Right. You could have had.
I think I got Jamar in the 2nd, didn't I?
No, you're not in that league.
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, you are too. What team? What's your name? Oh, yeah, you did get Jamar Chase.
Josh Allen and then Jamar Chase in the 2nd.
You took Breece Hall over Lamar Jackson. Then in your 2nd pick,
I could have had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson in the first 2 rounds, then gotten Jaden Daniels in the 3rd round.
Then you took Justin Jefferson.
Jay Dennis.
Good pick. Round 3, you took
Anthony Richardson.
Terrible pick.
And I was trying. I legitimately, I mean, he looked so good the year before. I didn't think he was going to be as shitty as he was last year. But then also, I was getting sniped on all my quarterback picks later in the draft. Like Jaden Daniels, I got taken right before I was going to take him. Baker Mayfield, I got taken right before I was going to take him.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Round 4, you take Chris Olave.
Which I ended up trading. I traded him the week before he got hurt for Trevor Lawrence, and that got me good quarterback play for about 4 weeks.
Then you took Aaron Jones, and then you took Jalen Waddle, which I like Jalen Waddle a lot. Then
I like him this year better than last year.
Then you took Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, I whiffed on that one.
Then you took George Pickens.
I don't think you whiffed on Dalton. I mean, the play wasn't there.
I whiffed on Kincaid last year. He was hurt all year.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody knew that was going to happen, though.
No, but I whiffed on Brees. I whiffed on Anthony Richardson. I whiffed on Kincaid. That killed me right there.
You win the draft at the end of the draft, and in round 11 you took Ladd McConkey, stud.
Mm-hmm.
Then you took Bo Nix, a stud.
Yep. Which, remember, we were laughing about Bo Nix being my QB too.
Yeah. Yep, and he turned out to be
good. He ended up being my QB1.
And then you took Austin Eckler, which it turned out played good. You played the Chiefs defense, which was good. You took Jake Bates, the kicker of Detroit's good. So,
Wow. I mean, kicker and defense, I don't even like. Those are
those are big point makers.
You can stream. No, you can stream them.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
If you know what you're doing, you can work your way around and stream them.
I always take kicker and defense last.
If they allow it, I don't take a kicker. I will draft, take a defense in the last round, and not take a kicker. And then come week 1, I figure out, I'm taking another long shot, a flyer and everything. And then week 1, I decide who I want to cut and then pick up a kicker. But a lot of platforms, some platforms don't allow you to do that.
All right, let's change it up a little bit. Rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. Season hadn't even started. We still got one preseason game. Who are you going with?
It's going to be between Trevion Henderson or Tet McMillan.
Andrew?
I think it's going to be – it always skews to the quarterback, so I'm just going to go with history and say Cam Ward.
I think it's going to be someone that's not even starting at quarterback yet, but it's going to be Jackson Dart.
Shedeur Sanders? Okay. So Jackson Dart was my he's one of my dark horses. I like Jackson Dart. I think I took him with the 10th pick in our rookie draft.
He looks good.
But is he going to play enough?
I took R.J. Harvey with 8, and then I took ours is a dynasty league, so I'm playing along.
I think Jackson Dart's going to be the starter. I think that by week 3 he's starting.
No, I don't.
If Russell Wilson is going to play good,
I'm looking that up.
I don't know, but if the Giants. That's my only contingency on him being rookie of the year is I'm betting he's going to get a play a lot, and I think he's going to end up being the starter. If not, I would take probably Cam Ward just because he's going to get a play a lot. I like the kid at Carolina a bunch.
Tet McMillan.
Yeah. A lot. So that would be my deal. Okay. Team that made the playoffs last year that don't make the playoffs this year.
Oof. Who were the wild cards?
Houston, San Diego.
The Giants, okay, so circle back. Giants don't have a bye until week 14, so they're going to have to – here's their schedule to start off with.
It's a murder's row.
It is. It's Commanders, it's Cowboys, it's the Chiefs, it's the Chargers.
Loss. Saints
maybe in week 5.
Hold on. They're 0-4. They
Yes.
go to Jameis in week 5. he dominates the Saints.
Yeah.
All right, who's week 6? So they're 1-4 now.
Eagles.
Loss.
Yep. And then the Broncos, and then the Eagles again.
Loss.
And then the Niners.
They're 1-7. Now they go to Jackson Dart. Week 9.
Week 9 against the Niners.
So he'll play half the season.
Yeah, I don't know if he can get enough starts to get rookie of the year.
Team that made the playoffs that don't make the playoffs this year that made it last year.
Let me pull up the teams that made the playoffs. 24, right?
Yep.
Okay, it was Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore, Houston, and then the NFC was Detroit, Philly, Tampa Bay, and the Rams.
Okay, who won? Now, what are the wild card teams? Those are all one division winners.
Fuck around, Charlie Brown. Let me look. Thought I had it right there. Don't tell me that they.
I think the Chargers made the
scrubbed
playoffs
that.
last year.
Ravens, Broncos, that can't be right. What are we doing here? That's current standings. That's not right at all. Fuck. Hang on. Why is this always so hard? Starlink sucks. 2024 playoff bracket. Do me right, ESPN. Okay, Chiefs had a bye. Then it was the Texans and Chargers, Ravens, Steelers, Bills, Broncos in the AFC. Let's see. Steelers and Broncos were your wild card teams. And then on the NFC side, it was the Lions had the first round bye. It was Vikings, Rams, Vikings, Bucks, Commanders, Eagles, Packers. So Packers and the Commanders were
Minnesota.
wild card.
I'm taking Minnesota and Pittsburgh don't make the playoffs this year.
I was going to say, honestly, I think the NFC should be very, very, very close to what it was last year. If that exact same combination went in, just different seeding, it wouldn't surprise me. AFC, I think Steelers are in for a potential regression. Just I think a lot of people just don't get along with Aaron Rodgers. I like Aaron Rodgers, but I think a lot of people just he rubs them the wrong way, and they're not going to want to play for him. And then, man, if the AFC South wasn't so trash, I'd say the Houston, but I think I got to say Steelers is most likely out of that entire bunch.
I'm taking Cincinnati to replace Pittsburgh, and I'm taking San Francisco to replace Minnesota in the playoffs.
Cincinnati won't make the playoffs.
I don't think so either. I was about to pull up their schedule.
Burrow will probably get hurt 4 games in.
He was running for his life last night.
I don't like Joe Burrow. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. I think he's been surrounded by talent his entire life.
Well, we just have to. I
I
respectively disagree. I think he's very talented and very good. But he does have a lot of talent around him.
The best ability is availability, and he's always hurt.
Cleveland is who they open with. That's a win.
That's a loss.
You think so?
Joe Flacco's throwing for 400 yards. Week 1. Oh, yeah. Bengals always have a slow start.
That's why they're playing.
It's going to be in yellow mode.
That's why they're playing Burrow in the preseason. They said in their starters because of their slow start. I'm taking Cincinnati to win that game. I'm not a Cincinnati homer either. So just putting that out there.
Are they home? Or
no,
away?
they're in Cleveland.
I'll still take Cincinnati.
That's a loss.
Then they play in Jacksonville for the home opener.
They win that.
Okay, that's a win.
At Minnesota.
They win that.
Lose.
I'm going to go with Trevor and say that's a loss. At Denver.
Loss.
Yeah.
Detroit loss.
They're 1-4 right now in my mind.
At Lambeau.
Win.
You think so?
Yep. That's when they'll start to turn it on.
Oh, right. And then they play.
2-4.
Then they play Pittsburgh, the Jets, and the Bears, and then they have a bye. And then it's Steelers again, then the Patriots, and then the Ravens. So they could get hot in the middle.
They'll split with the Steelers.
And then Buffalo, Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. Middle of the road?
They'll finish off with 2 or 3 wins.
So what's that? About 9-8, 8-7, or 8-9, depending on.
I think 9-8.
I don't know.
9-8 is what I'd say. They'll be about 9-8.
Yeah, I don't
think that'll make it.
I think the Steelers are going to stay in. Has Jacksonville done enough to replace the Texans?
No.
I mean, you got Brian Thomas. It's all about Trevor Lawrence at Jacksonville. You added Travis Hunter to take a little bit of the pressure off of Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll probably play a decent amount of slot corner, which, I mean, I think he's best suited for with his size. I mean, that would be the one team that I think could supplant the Texans as the division champs. But I mean, it's going to be that division right there is probably going to be one with like a 9-8 record.
Let me tell you this. CBS Sports has got a deal right now. It says first loss has the teams when they get their first loss of the year. In week 4, they've only got 5 teams left that are undefeated at 4-0.
Who are they?
49ers, Bengals, Texans.
What?
Yep. Steelers and the Bills.
CBS doesn't know shit.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what they said. They said then in week 7, they get the Steelers losing their first game at the Bengals and be 6-1. The last team they have being undefeated and being 8-0 is the Buffalo Bills.
That I could see.
They got them at 8-0. So we'll see how that deal goes. But that's what they've got it listed as. So
I'll tell you my strategy in the Survivor poll is just whoever's playing the Saints, I'm just picking them that week.
That's a smart move. I did that the first year I did that was the year the Texans first year they were in business, and so I didn't go against them. I took somebody else, and I won. And I was like 25 people in our league, and 24 of the other teams all took the Texans to get beat by Miami or something in game 1, and the Texans won the game. And I think it was the Texans. I'm pretty sure it was. But that was their very first game, and they won. And so I won the league in the first week.
And then they lost every other game that year?
I don't know that they won another game. I don't even know. But I just remember I was the only one that won in the league, and I'm pretty sure it was the Texans is who it was. But it was a team that was supposed to get beat every game and or lose every game, and they won their very first game.
I want to say David Carr's rookie year, they went 1-15.
They were terrible. And he was a good quarterback. They just abused him.
He was a great quarterback. They had no offensive line. If you would have, at that point in time, if you'd have dropped him in on the Ravens, he'd have been a great quarterback.
Yes.
But I mean, you put him on. For years he had the record for most sacks in the season.
Yeah. It was terrible. So I'm gonna look it up and see when their first season was. Their first season was in 2002. They went 4-12.
4-12. Okay.
Yeah. They went 4-12 in 2002. They
have they ever had more than 12 wins? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because even the Deshaun Watson years, I mean, they were probably like 12-4 at best.
When do you think Shadur's going to start?
When's their bye week?
Let me see.
It's usually a good question if it's middle of the year.
They've got an early bye November 2nd, so around week 8.
They don't have an easy task because
all right, I'll say week 9 then.
Dylan Gabriel did not look bad either the other day. The interception.
Trash.
No, he did not. The interception, the fucking tight end, if he sticks his hand out, the tight end catches the ball. The tight end put his hands back, and the guy got intercepted. The fumble wasn't his fault. He looked good.
I think Shador has been railroaded at every single turn because of his father.
Give me a break.
Personality.
Trevor.
Because of his first dude, Shador is a good quarterback.
You're smarter than that.
He is way better than Dylan Gabriel.
You are smart.
Way better. Way more talented.
You're so much smarter than this. You know damn well NFL team ain't going to fucking blackball anybody. They want to win. If he was that great, somebody would take him in the first round, the second round, the third round, or the fourth round.
I didn't say he got blackballed. I said he got railroaded.
Why?
He got an opportunity because they didn't want the circus that went around with his father.
They don't want the circus that's around because of him. But he played Arizona State last year, and they couldn't even score a point in the first half with 2 guys that were supposed to be the best 2 players in college football.
With no offensive
or
line.
BYU.
He's running for his life the entire time.
I'm not saying I don't have nothing against the guy. We're going to see
Gabriel can't even see over the offensive line.
I'm not I'm just telling you, Dylan Gabriel did not look bad the other day. The interception was the tight end's fault. If the tight end puts his hand out, he catches the fucking ball. Tight end held his hand back so the receiver could catch it, and the DB snagged it. I don't think...
Answer this question. Who do you think has looked better in this preseason, Shedeur or Dylan Gabriel's? I think Shedeur has.
Shedeur's looked better, but they didn't. But neither... Dylan Gabriel did not look that bad. We're going to see with live football. First of all, the Browns, I don't know if they're doing themselves a service or not. I would let both of the young rookie kids play all year long and not even fuck with Flacco because they're not going to make the playoffs anyways.
They need to get whoever they're going to end up choosing as their quarterback out of those two, they need to give them a few more weeks of reps and everything in practice before going off Flacco. What doesn't make sense to me is why Trubisky's even still on the team. Like, they need to cut Trubisky out.
Trubisky's not on the team.
Kenny Pickett.
Or, sorry, not Trubisky. Pickett.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Garbage.
Pickett would be, you know where Pickett should go to? The team with the worst backup quarterback in the NFL right now is the Dallas Cowboys. If something happens to Dak Prescott, Dallas will not win a game all year long.
You don't like Milton?
He's terrible. He throws the ball the same speed at 2 yards as he does 70 yards. He has no touch at all.
He's got a cannon.
He does.
Ripped it. What was it, like a 75-yard pass a week ago?
He can throw a laser, but he had whatever his stats were the other day. One play was 49. He's not very good.
He overthrew a receiver 50 yards downfield. He overthrew him by 20 yards.
Yeah, he has no touch.
I mean, it was just a laser, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, the guy's got a cannon, but he's not Brett Favre. No, I don't think he's the answer anywhere. I think Dallas was better with Cooper Rush as a backup quarterback than they are now.
They won. They won with him.
They did. And Baltimore, I don't understand why Cooper Rush is there because he doesn't fit into their system, but that was a good move by their part.
Why does he not fit in their system? He's a scrambling quarterback.
Yeah, but he's not a runner like Lamar. Like Tyler Huntley, I saw there better.
Tyler Huntley was good,
yeah. But I just, Cooper Rush being the backup there kind of surprises me. But Cooper Rush was a good, solid backup quarterback. And the Dallas traded way down, and the way Dak's, been hurt a lot lately. If he gets hurt, they're in big trouble. But I think Kenny Pickett ends up with Dallas or somewhere.
I think if Dak gets hurt early,
Kirk Cousins
ends up going there.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is going to go somewhere. Someone's going to get a quarterback, 1, 2, or 3 that's a contender, and they're going to go get him. But I do not see Dallas sticking with Joe Milton as a backup. I don't see Kenny Pickett being on the Browns another 2 weeks. I see them going to go. That's stupid. They can't keep 4 quarterbacks. The Buffalo Bills have a very deep quarterback room. They're now for backups. Mike White is a really good backup quarterback, very talented, and they've got is Mitch Trubisky there also?
Yes,
and he's a good backup quarterback. I mean, they're backups; they're not starters. I wouldn't want them as my starter, but at least they could go into a game and be pretty decent. And I saw where Gardner Minshew is Chiefs backup now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Wentz.
Well, they both might be there, but Gardner Minshew is on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He's their second string. I don't think Wentz is there still, is he?
I don't know. This year's Hard Knocks has been the worst
Terrible.
ever. There's no drama. I mean,
they got a good team.
It's a good team, and there's no drama. I mean, that's what we tune in for.
Yeah, they picked a wrong team to be doing this.
They had always had a formula. I thought you had to miss the playoffs, and you had to have like a new coach or something.
No, not a new coach. You couldn't have a new coach. You couldn't if you made the playoffs. You couldn't be on there. And if you'd been on the show within 5 years, you couldn't be there. Rules were kind of something like that.
Right. But I think that was the right formula.
Yes,
get
terrible.
Some drama in here, but you just got Steady Eddie, and I mean they're fucking going to the AFC Championship game every year. So you're not gonna see drama from that team.
Tennessee would have been a good one to have. Cleveland would have been excellent this year.
I like the Jets. Yeah, Cleveland would have been a good one this year. I like the Jets. The Jets one. When Aaron Rodgers came in.
Yeah, that was a
good one.
Because they had a bunch of like good undrafted rookies or late picks too that were fighting for spots that had a lot of personality. So that always makes for a good series.
So, what's your prediction for? I'm gonna ask you a few teams. The Jets, for example.
They are the hardest one to figure out because it's like, what's the personality going to be? With this, because the first time head coach, a defensive guy, is he going to want to just pound the rock and try and play defense and win games 16-13? Are they going to let Justin Fields throw a little bit? Does Justin Fields have anybody to throw to outside of Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall? Are they going to mix and match their running backs? Because Braylon Allen looks pretty freaking good too. They're one of the hardest ones for me to say definitively, because I feel like they could go 4-12, but I also feel like they could go 10-7 and make it in as a wild card team.
Justin Fields won't put them in the playoffs, I don't think. I think Braylon Allen ends up being the big back before the year's over with anyways, over Breece Hall.
Everybody's high on Justin Fields right now.
Well, they're high. That's for damn sure.
Well, in fantasy, he is always a top 10 quarterback in fantasy because of the running ability that he brings. And it's, on points per game, he's in his career, he's a top 10 quarterback. It's just, it doesn't necessarily always translate to wins on the field.
No, I would rather have a guy that could win some football games with me and not as good a fantasy quarterback. He's not an NFL quarterback to win games with. Anthony Richardson, when he's healthy, he's a great fantasy quarterback, but you ain't gonna win no freaking games with him when it counts.
Yeah.
Do the Patriots get back to the playoffs this year?
Man, my two wild cards to make the playoffs from top 10 picks are Patriots and Raiders. Those are my dark horses. I really like Drake May. I really like Travion Henderson. I like Kyle Williams coming out of the draft. I'm really liking what I see out of Chisholm. The undrafted free agent wide receiver, the next great white hope, Efton Chisholm the third. Sounds like he should be a banker, but he's playing wide receiver for the Patriots.
Do you think that Stephon Diggs has 50 catches this year?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I don't have a lot of faith in him.
I'm going to say Stephon Diggs, if he stays healthy, 80 catches for 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Damn. I like May. I like Vrabel.
That's not that good of a season.
That's pretty good. Over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, you did that. You did that 12 years in a row. You'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Mike Evans.
You think Mike Evans gets in?
The Hall of Fame, yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. He's good.
He's the only person that has more consecutive 1,000-yard seasons than him is Jerry Rice, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And he'll have another one this year. He's only 30 years old. We all act like he's 36.
I mean, he has had 1,000 yards every season in the league.
That other wide receiver that they got, he's supposed to be the real deal.
Mbuku or whatever.
Emeka.
The kid they had last year was really good. And Chris Godwin's good. That's why Baker Mayfield is so good.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen McMillan's pretty good. Godwin's going to be hurt. I think if Egbuka can solidify himself early on in the season while he's getting chances, I think you're going to see Godwin kind of fade off.
I think Mbuku could be Brian Thomas Jr. this year.
He's another one I'm going after, Jeff.
He's a stud.
You laughed at my first two. I was genuinely spilling my heart to everybody, and you just laughed at me saying I was lying.
Who'd you say?
Trevion Henderson and Corky Merritt.
Travion Henderson is not, as you said, your secret. Everybody knows about him.
He's not going to be a late round pick. No. He's going to be a mid round pick.
But Corky,
that could be.
Andy ain't drafting Corky.
Yeah. Fucking hide and watch, Bubba.
Yeah, Andy,
hide and fucking watch. I'm with you in 3 leagues, and I hope to have him in all 3.
Andy used to do that to Harry all the time. Andy would take somebody he didn't want, and he would talk about him. So Harry would draft him like in the 3rd round. I'd be like, "What are you doing?" Got him before Andy did. I said, "Andy ain't taking that. Some bitch is lying to you." Do you think
I got Trevor's stamp of approval that these are legit guys to target?
You said earlier
you know
before we got
who
on,
I love? I love Cam Ward. That's who I'm targeting.
You can have him. You can have him. I'm not going for that rope-a-dope.
I drafted Calvin Ridley in the league the other day, and I like Calvin because he's going to get a lot of passes thrown to him.
I've got the quarterbacks that I want, but I'm not sharing that.
I like the tight end down there,
Gunner
in Tennessee, Gunner Helm.
Yeah, Texas boy, he's good. He had a good game there.
Yep.
What do you think about? I think my tight end that I think is really going to have a hell of a year is going to be Evan Ingram.
Kyle Pitts. No.
I took Kyle Pitts in the last round the other day as
Kyle
my
Pitts
second
for a 5th
tight
year?
end. I took it. I've got
same as Trevor Lawrence. This is Trevor Lawrence's year for the 7th year in a row.
Yeah, I got Sam Lapora, so I just took Kyle Pitts just to fill a roster spot. Hey, do you think Michael Parsons is signed before first game?
Man, I don't know.
I don't either.
He seems pretty unhappy.
Dallas, Jerry Jones, he always does
He
this.
needs to shut up.
He every contract deal goes to the last minute. Then he ends up paying him what he was going to pay him before or more, and it's caused bad blood.
Yeah.
But there's not the problem is the Cowboys have all the leverage. Micah has zero leverage. He's still under contract. They can franchise him next year if they want to. They want so much for him, nobody wants to trade for that much. And you're trading for a guy that's wanting $40 million a year.
The problem is they keep lucking into all these badass players at spots that they shouldn't be available in the draft. They got CeeDee Lamb. He should never have been there. They got Micah Parsons. He should have never been there. And then they don't want to pay him.
You know who
it's like you lucked into these picks to freaking pay him.
You know who they wanted instead of Micah Parsons? They wanted Patrick Surtain.
And they would have just wasted him too.
Well, no, he'd be the same thing. The problem is then they got into that big contract deal and they paying that Diggs guy all that money, and he's not very good. He just intercepted a bunch of balls. He gets burned more.
He had a bunch of pick sixes.
Yep, and they paid him all that money, and then he's been hurt, and he's not that. I think Dallas has to sign Micah because they don't have anybody else that can rush the quarterback really right now, so they need him. But for what he's won, I wouldn't pay him $40 million a year either. I wouldn't do it. I think you're screwing up, but they don't have no other reason. They got themselves. They could have paid him $28 million and gave him a contract 2 years ago, probably. And they screwed.
I mean, there's three positions more important in the NFL than any other that deserve the most money: an elite pass rusher, an elite shutdown corner, and an elite quarterback. Those are the three most important. And then you go to
left tackle.
Then you go to blindside tackle.
Yep.
Well,
Yes. So. I would agree on that. I think the Redskins need to sign Terry McLaurin. Their whole offense runs through him. They need him on the field. I don't know why.
Patriots.
Do what?
I want to trade something at the Patriots. I'd love to see him on the Patriots.
I want the Steelers to get him. Let the old man ride off into the sunset.
He's got DK Metcalf now.
He needs another.
Nobody's going to trade what Washington's going to want for him. They're going to end up paying him. and that's what's going to happen. But they need to sign him. I'm surprised.
But I mean, if you traded Washington, Stephon Diggs, and
I don't think they want the headache of Stephon Diggs.
2 seconds and a fourth. Is that giving up too much for? McLaurin's not old. I mean, he's still, 27, 28?
I think he's 30. I think that's the biggest problem
is
he's older. And that's what they're scared of because this is to be a second big contract. Okay. I think he's 30 years old. And I think that's their problem is
29.
He's 29. They
got a birthday in September.
So he's fixing to be 30, and they hit that wall, and they're worried about that wall at 30 years of age.
I think if you sign him to with his playing style and everything, I think if you sign him to a 3 or 4 year contract, you're not going to get burned on any of those years.
I think that's
maybe the last one.
I think it's guaranteed money over the whole thing. I think he's wanting 3 years, like $90 million, and he's wanting $75 million guaranteed, and I think that's their holdup.
And I think quite honestly, you got a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. Give him his number one target for $30 million.
I would pay him. I think there's no doubt. Yeah. The Micah thing, I understand. He's wanting $40 million a year and set the deal. He disappears in big games.
Well, they got Dak, CD. They're still under that Trayvon Diggs, contract. They got a bunch of big contracts out there, so it's like you're going to have 4 star players and then a bunch of scrubs to stay on their salary cap.
Yeah, Dallas's problem is their offensive line is going to be terrible this year, I think.
I don't think so. The kid that they drafted was pretty damn good.
The kid from Alabama? The guard?
Yeah, the guard.
Yeah. I think their problem is their tackles.
Here's what sucks for your Commanders is you got a Super Bowl window that's open right now.
You have to put the wide receiver in there. But I don't think they are.
You got 3 or 4 years. I do.
I don't think they're Super Bowl material yet. Still,
I think you got
another year away.
Here's the deal: you got 3 to 4.
Their defense is good.
Once you pay Jaden Daniels, you're not going to have as much money to go around. You got to win it on this rookie deal.
You should have to, but Kansas City's proven that you can do otherwise. But Kansas City's also drafted really good on both sides of the ball. The problem with Mike is Micah wants to be at Washington playing
for Dan Quinn.
Is where he would love to be, but he has no way of doing that. He has no leverage. I'm a Redskin today. I hope they do it, but I still just don't. I'm afraid we're going to see the sophomore slump. They won a lot of one-score games at the end of the games last year, and the ball bounced their way a lot towards the end. And they had the Hail Mary against the Bears. And
here's what I think with the Commanders. I think they're going to be a better NFL team this season with a worse record than they had last year.
I think you're 100% on that.
And then here's another team to take a look at potentially making a jump into the playoffs. Look at how many one-score games the Bears lost.
Yes, the Bears would be my pick to be that would be my dark horse team because I think Ben Johnson is great on offense. I don't know how good the Bears are on defense, but offensively, they've got a lot of weapons. That tight end that they signed, that Loveland kid out of Michigan, I think, he's really, really good. Or is he out of Iowa? Is he out of Michigan?
No, he's from Michigan.
Yeah. He is really good. And they got DJ Moore. They've got backs. And I don't know how much heart Caleb Williams has, but they got a lot of talent. Lots of talent.
Caleb's a good quarterback. Roma Doomsday, taking that second year step without Keenan Allen being there. DJ Moore. They got Luther Burden too, which if he can keep his head on straight, he's a great talent. I think their running backs are their weakest point. Their defense is actually pretty decent and young. Their offensive line is actually very, very underrated. They have a very good offensive line. I don't think that the running back room is very good. I think that would be the one place if they were going to try and upgrade. They upgrade there. They have 2 starting caliber tight ends. Cole Kmet is established veteran, and then Colson Loveland, looked great in college. So I think Colson Loveland will be kind of a Kittle type player where he's a great receiver, but he's so good at blocking that they're going to keep him, in and not run as many routes for him. So, like on a fantasy side, I don't think he would be like the go-to play, which he was actually like a top 6 pick in our rookie draft. He went before Tyler Warren, which I thought was kind of weird.
He's in a better situation.
I think but is he? He's going to be the number 2 tight end. He's not going to be a starter.
Oh, I think he's going to be. I think they'll both play a lot. They'll run that. What do they call that? Zero package where they run both tight ends.
They'll run 12.
Is that what's the name of the package where they run 2 tight ends? I thought it was
12 or 22.
Whatever. They're going to run both tight ends a lot of times. They signed someone this year, and I can't remember who they signed. One of the top linemen in free agency, and a kid from Kansas City, I think.
Thuney?
Maybe it was. I thought it was somebody young, but it might be Thuney too.
Or was it the center?
They signed somebody. No, the center's still at Kansas City. He didn't go to the kid from Oklahoma. They signed an offensive lineman that's going to help them out a lot. Same with Washington.
Their offensive line was good last year, and then they did make some signings to make it even better.
That's like the Washington. They went and signed Larry Tunsil. That was a big move for them. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Redskins improved themselves. I've been a Redskin fan. It's been pretty lean years since Joe Gibbs left. So.
Well, I'm saying now this window's open and you got to capitalize.
Well, they need to sign McLaurin. I'm 100% with that. I'm with one signing and I'm not with the other. So I think Dallas is crazy, but Dallas has no choice to sign Micah.
Hey, are you trusting CMC this year?
Man, at this point in time, I don't ever trust CMC. But I mean, I think if you could get him in the second round, he's worth it because then you could find somebody in the back end of the draft to, potentially replace him, after 5-6 weeks or, if he gets hurt, you could find a decent replacement to come up with. I mean, honestly, I would probably be targeting Isaac Guerrero to handcuff him with, but because when he got his chances last year, he looked pretty good.
I took him
big fast back.
I got him with the 7th or 8th pick. The 9th pick in one of my leagues I'm in the other day in the first round. The quarterbacks went, and then this running back started going, and I took him as a back over. I think Gibbs went before him, Saquon went before him, and Bijan Robinson. I think I took him as the 4th runner. No, Derrick Henry went. I took him as the 5th running back.
I'm about to say, I think I would take Gibbs, Bijan, Saquon, Derrick Henry, Devon Achane.
Achane's hurt now, soft tissue injury.
Yeah, but who knows what that actually is.
I took CMC, and then it came back to me in the 2nd round, and I took James Cook, and I got my back-to-back backs.
I think James Cook is – I will never go back-to-back running backs.
Well, we saw how you did last year in our league, Trevor.
James Cook scored a lot of touchdowns last year, and that's what –
yeah.
He's in a good offense.
It's going to be a regression.
He might be, and it may not be. He's in an offense and a chance because he's going to get a chance to score a bunch.
I wouldn't have done it. But.
Well, you keep bringing up one bad year. Dad.
That's all I'm going by, Trevor. The first time you've been in a league with us, so it's all I can go by. Next year, if you're champ, I'll be like, you know what? He's probably right. He's the champ.
Yeah. And look at how I started the season last year and how I finished the season.
It don't matter.
Finished the season like middle of the road because I'm good on free agency and seeing trends before they actually happen.
If that's what we judge by, then Cincinnati should have had the Lombardi Trophy last year because at the end of the year, they were the hottest team in the NFL. Nobody wanted them to make the playoffs.
I did, so they lose first round.
I think you're talking about Baltimore now.
But no, I think you get if you can find running backs late and find running backs in free agency because it's a position that gets hurt more often than high end wide receivers and everything. So I do a lot of zero or hero running back builds. I will never go 2 running backs in my first 4 rounds.
Okay, now let me ask you this. At the end of the year, next year, when we're having this conversation, who's got more playoff victories, Lamar Jackson or Jaden Daniels, career-wise?
How many's Jaden got?
I think 3.
Lamar is 3 and 5.
Or 2.
Jaden can't.
He's 2 and 1 or 3 and 1. He won at least 2 games last year. Because they got beaten in the NFC Championship and they were a wild card, so he was at least 2 and 1.
Yeah. Lamar has 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 3 and 5. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Jaden won 2. Wild card, divisional, and then lost in the championship.
At the end of the next year, who's got more? And Lamar's got 1 on him right now.
I'm gonna say Jaden's got more. They're either tied or Jaden's got more by the end of the year.
What's Dak's playoff record? Has he won 3 too?
Well, he's been to multiple NFC championships, hasn't he?
Dak?
Yeah.
No, they hadn't been in an NFC championship game in 25 years.
They haven't been to one, or they haven't won one?
No, they haven't been to one.
He's 2 and 5.
He's 2 and 5. Him and Jaden Daniels have won the same amount of playoff games. But between them, here we are. Dak Prescott, who's making $100 million a year, and Lamar Jackson makes $100 million a year. 2 of the best highest paid. Between them, they've won 5 playoff games. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, Dak's issue is coaching. I mean, Dak's never had a good coach, ever.
I don't know.
Can't say that about Lamar, but Dak's never had a good head coach.
I'm not arguing that at all. The guy that coached him did win a Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, because he had one of the top 5 greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
There's no doubt about Mike McCarthy he had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre back to back. There's no doubt.
But he didn't win with Brett Favre.
No, but he still had a great quarterback, though. He had 2 good quarterbacks while he was at Green Bay.
Broke my heart in the NFC Championship with Favre.
I'm not
I think LaFleur's a way better coach than McCarthy ever was.
I think so too. But the point is that between Lamar and Dak, they've won 5 playoff games in a lot of years.
And now they got Schottenheimer, baby.
and then won't win another play. I don't know. I don't think Dallas makes playoffs this year. I think Dallas is going to be 8-9, 7-10.
I think it depends on, if Dak can stay healthy. If Dak stays healthy, they'll make the playoffs.
Who they going to knock out?
Commanders and Eagles went last year.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say you could have 3 teams right there in that division make it, knock out.
So who are you taking out?
Who were the wild card teams last year?
The Packers and the Commanders.
And who?
Packers.
I mean, you could easily knock out the Packers.
What about San Francisco?
Well, also, hold on. Packers could win, and the Vikings could,
I think
out.
the Vikings are out. I think 49ers go in that spot.
Well, the 49ers, no.
I think so.
I think the Rams could fall out too, because who knows whether Stafford can stay healthy at this point in time.
Yeah, that's up. The NFC West up in the air. If Stafford, he's got a herniated disc or something that's hurting him.
He's getting old, man. He's old and beat up.
And then you got the Niners going. I mean, CMC's old, so
CMC's not old. He's
got a lot of miles. I should say
he's got a lot of time off.
What's that matter?
They're going to be good on defense, though.
I like how Andy and I are calling people old that are younger than us.
Well,
he's old.
I don't know. Well, Stafford's
our age.
What's he, like 37, 38?
Probably so.
I don't think 35.
He looks my age.
I think he's 35.
I got more miles on me than him.
He's my age.
Matt Stafford.
Same age as Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw on him.
37.
And he's older than I thought. So,
yeah.
All right. The Chiefs. Is this the end of the Chiefs run?
Man, I hope the Raiders can knock them out, or the Broncos.
I hope the Bills can.
I
think they still have one more division title in them.
Andy?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it again.
Their defense is so good.
I think they're gonna have one of the top offenses this year.
I think you're high.
I think Xavier Worthy is going to take the top off of everything. Rasheed Rice is not going to get suspended.
No, he is.
Hollywood Brown.
He's hurt.
Still, you got Rasheed Rice. You got a Xavier Worthy. You're going to get enough out of Pacheco. Their defense is really good, and you've got Mahomes back there, and you got the greatest coach to do it. That's doing it right now.
They have a great coach. They got a great quarterback, but Mahomes has not been a great fantasy quarterback.
I think that all changes. I think that changes this year.
Well, good. I hope you'll take him in the second round this year.
He's the first round. He's going to be in the first round.
I don't know if he is or not.
No, he won't.
He went in the middle. He almost went in the third round of ours. People have lost all. His numbers have not been that good.
Into the first.
You'd rather have him than C.J. Stroud?
Yes.
This year?
Yes.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I'd rather have Mahomes than Stroud.
Well, I hope y'all both take him. So you're saying that Kansas City? Do you think Kansas City's in the Super Bowl again, or just wins their division?
Just wins their division.
Andy?
I think they make it to the title game. I think they make it to the AFC Championship game again. Oh, it's hard to go against history, man.
Are they going to get home field advantage again? See, they had the Patriots. They had the Patriots recipe for a long time. Be a great team in a shitty division, so you get home field advantage in the playoffs every year.
I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say Josh Allen gets over the hump this year, and you're looking at the Bills going to the Super Bowl. So that's me as a fan, though, because I just really want to see that.
Who are you picking to go to the Super Bowl?
The Bills, and it's hard not to go with the Eagles again.
It is. Trevor?
I mean, I think the NFC is pretty consistent to what it was last year, like Trevor said at the beginning of this.
Okay, Trevor, your picks.
Yeah, I think I got to go Bills, Eagles.
I'm going to go Detroit. Because if they didn't have injuries last year, I think they still would have made the Super Bowl. The injuries decimated them, and they're going to trade for Trey Hendrickson this week, and that's going to really help them out.
Oh, my God.
There goes your Bengals pick.
Dude, Aiden Hutchinson and Trey Hendrickson on the same. I mean, if Hutch, so I think they would have made the Super Bowl if Hutch didn't get hurt last year.
Yeah, well,
that was such a killer to their defense.
That's a big trade. I mean, but they think that trade's going to happen. So they think Hendrickson is going to be online. I'm going to take Detroit, and I'm going to go with the guy who bails every year in the playoffs and something happens. I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson, and I'm not a Baltimore fan, and I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan, but man, they've got a good coach and they've got a good team, and I think they're going to be. I think so. I'm taking Baltimore and Detroit right now. That's who I'm going to go with.
So you think Lamar's going to have more playoff wins than Jalen?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just going with. He's too good a quarterback not to be. Just every time the playoffs get here, he falls to shit. Something happens. My dark horse team to make the Super Bowl this year and win it all is the Chargers. Now, losing Rashawn Slater really hurt them, but Harbaugh's such a good coach, and they're going to be balanced where they can run and throw the ball. And I think bringing Keenan Allen back is really going to help them. And so I'm taking.
Did Slater get hurt?
Yeah, he blew his ACL out the day after he signed his contract.
And they held that contract off until his divorce got finalized. Too.
Yep, they sure did. And then he tore his knee out the next day. But I'm going to tell you, the Chargers would be my dark horse team from the AFC for sure.
I'm sticking with my Broncos.
And they got a good coach and they got a good team. I mean, they do. But I don't think it's the Chiefs' year again. They're hard to bet against. If I had to go put money in Vegas on somebody to win the Super Bowl, I'd have to go with probably the Chiefs. But I just don't. That tank's about to run dry. I think Kelsey's done. He had some couple of good games in the playoffs, but he's getting old. I mean, that's a tough position to play at that age.
I think if I was putting money on anybody to win the Super Bowl, I'd probably put money on the Broncos because my odds would be so good. And they added Evan Engram, they added R.J. Harvey, they added J.K. Dobbins. You got Bo Nix with another year. That defense is probably the best defense in the league. They have a decent offensive line. They added Pat, the wide receiver, Pat something, that's looking really good in preseason. So they added some good pieces. I think
Tim Patrick.
No.
He was there.
It's Pat something. He's a rookie.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think he was from Illinois. Pretty big wide receiver, but he's been looking good. On top of and then also Troy Franklin's looking a lot better in his second year. If you can get some attention off of Cortland Sutton, I think that offense has a lot of weapons to play with.
Evan Ingram's going to be a big.
Oh yeah,
that was a big move by that. He could be tight end one this year. I mean, he really could be. He's got a lot of talent.
Broncos are 30-1 odds to win the Super Bowl, according to Vegas right now.
What's Chiefs?
What is it? 40-1?
30-1. They actually given the Texans. Texans are only 25-1. So are the Chargers and the Vikings. The Packers are 20-1. Rams are 20-1. Niners are 20-1. Bengals 18-1. Commanders 18-1. And then the Lions are 10-1. And then it switches. I don't know what this means. Philadelphia is plus 650. Oh, so not even 10-1 is what that is.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is plus 650. Baltimore's plus 650. The Bills are plus 700, and the Chiefs are plus 700.
I think I would. I think at 30-1 odds, I may go throw $100 on the on the Broncos to win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, we'll get off pro football for a minute. We'll go to college real quick. Your pick to win it all in college, and college football changes because the NIL. It's hard to know what you're getting back from.
I'm not a huge college football fan. I'm just going to revert to my team and just say Texas.
Well, me and you're on the same team there, and I hope they do it, but I don't. You got to get every break in the world to win it all. I hope it's not Ohio State. I hate Ohio State. I hate USC, and I hate the Florida schools. So,
yep.
And so that's kind of where I stand on that deal. But I hope it's Texas. Texas is a lot coming back. I'm interested to see more of the guy that's got to be the hottest seat in football has got to be the guy at Lubbock, Texas. They've spent all that money, and they just lost their starting tailback for the year. He blew his knee out 2 days ago.
We will find out on August 30th because the Longhorns play Ohio State.
Yeah, but that game's just going to be a seeding for the playoffs. I think
you're going to see where you're at right away.
I don't agree with that.
You don't?
If Texas blows out Ohio State, I don't think it's anything to do with what Ohio State's going to do in November. And the same if Ohio State blows out Texas. They're playing in Columbus. I think Ohio State's a 2.5-point favorite. I don't think it's going to make any bearing on. Both teams are going to be really good football teams. They got too many athletes on there.
If Ohio State's a 2.5-point favorite at home, that means that they think Texas is a better team.
Yes, because 3 points is the home deal. So,
so 3 points in the NFL, I think it's like 5 to 6 points in college.
Oh, it is. Well,
yeah.
Texas,
both home field advantage is real in college.
Yeah, it is.
It's not that real in the NFL.
No.
But both teams are loaded with talent. LSU is going to be really good. Clemson is going to be interesting because Clemson hasn't bought into the NIL deal like all the other teams have. They don't do a lot of transfer portal stuff. They got one of the top. They got one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've got 6 guys that are in the mock NFL first-round picks. 6 guys. I don't think that's going to happen, but they're a legit team. They open up the season at LSU, I believe. That ought to be a hell of a game too. First day of the season, you got Texas, Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, and I think Notre Dame and Miami play.
Who's their quarterback?
Klubnik. Yep.
Okay.
And so it's going to be an interesting deal. Penn State's ranked number 2. I just don't see a Penn State team being the second best team in college football.
No, I mean, didn't they just lose their quarterback too?
No, they got him coming back. I think the 1 year, McSorley or something left 2 years ago.
Oh, I thought Aller went to the draft.
Or who was it? What's his last name?
Drew Aller.
No, he's still there.
Okay,
he's there, but I don't see. I have a hard time seeing Penn State as a chance to win it all. I think of slow white guys when I think of Penn State still and Joe Paterno coaching.
Well, and they lost their best offensive weapon in Tyler Warren. So,
and they lost the kid that's the Giants' first round pick. It's their defensive end. Was that kid?
Oh yeah, Abdul Carter.
He's a stud.
So I'm playing through a Madden Superstar deal and ended up on the Giants. And Abdul Carter is a rookie, has like 17 sacks, and I'm not even playing defense. Like this is just them simming this out. I'm like, holy shit.
They got he's very talented. The Giants defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the NFL this year if their DBs play very good because they're on their front rotation. Brian Burns, Sexy Dexter, Carter, and Kayvon Thibodeau. That's a hell of a four.
Is Thibodeau still there?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean that's a lot. He had 11 sacks last year, and I think he only played about half the games.
And Okirike is he's a pretty good middle linebacker. I think their other linebacker, Micah, I think it's Micah McFadden or something like that. He's kind of liability in coverage, but
they had to be able to put some pressure on your ass.
Yeah, I mean that front line. Whew. I mean, if you can get to the quarterback with 3 or 4, you're putting yourself ahead of the curve.
That's what Philadelphia does, and that makes a big difference. All right, Andy, you got any more closing shots on this?
Nope. I'm looking forward to our draft with you. I don't know what the date is, but I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I snipe about 4 or 5 of your picks, and it'll be a good day for me.
Yeah, when is that date? I'm leaving for like 10 days here on Thursday. I'm heading out west to go shoot, but
I don't know.
That draft's coming up soon.
It's coming up. It'll be the week of the first season. Be on Tuesday or Wednesday night before the game starts.
September 2nd or 3rd or something
somewhere around that time. Did you see, before we get off here, did you see the video of the guy that accidentally he had the first pick in his draft and instead he thought he was taking Bijan Robinson, he took Brian Robinson? Yeah, did you see that video?
There was a I didn't see that one, but there was a worse one. 1 year, somebody first round, they wanted to take Jonathan Taylor. They took Jay Taylor. It was JJ Taylor.
Oh,
God. Was like, at least with Brian Robinson, you could still use them. Yeah. This was like a fourth string running back for the Patriots.
Oh, these people were giving him hell. What I saw the video too. Andy told me this the other day. There's a league somewhere that when everybody gets there, they kick somebody out of the league and there's a new guy.
Yeah.
Who was?
Yep.
That wasn't me. Oh, I think it was some star. I think.
Yeah,
Plays
it was
that
some
way.
famous person.
Some famous guy. He shows up to the draft with all his draft prep, and they said, "You're out."
I think
John
it was
Hamm.
John Hamm.
It is
Yeah,
John
it was
Hamm.
him. I saw the video today, and they don't even know. What do they just randomly?
I think the winner gets to just pick
The winner
somebody in
gets
the
to
league.
choose.
Yeah, you're not invited back this year.
Oh, buddy, see
Yep.
ya. You can come back next year. We got your replacement there. That's fucking hilarious.
But you don't know until the day of, so you just show up, you do all the draft prep, and
And there's
give you the
another
walking papers.
there's another league I read about, and if you finish last, you got to spend 24 hours at a Waffle House.
Yeah, a lot of leagues do punishments for last.
Yeah, but can you imagine having to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House?
Oh, it'd be better than getting a tattoo.
Well, I agree with you there.
They treat you nice. I want to play in a guillotine league one year.
I do too.
The team with the least amount of points for the weeks gets cut, and then
I want to play in a vampire league.
I think that's the same
Same
thing.
thing.
I think it's the same
No.
thing. No,
What's vampire?
No, vampire
Oh.
league is everybody drafts.
Right.
You have to make your team off of free. Nobody can play free agency except for you.
right?
You have to build your team off of free agents. If you ever win,
You get a pick.
if you ever win, you get to steal a player off of the team that you beat.
Right.
You get to steal one of their players.
right. Yeah, that would be fun too.
So you'd be the vampire all year long?
One team is the vampire
yeah.
all year. Your team is
Nobody can play free agency except for the vampire.
Oh, so,
So
you
you are
draft your
stuck
team.
with,
You're
you're
stuck
stuck
with
with
your
the
team.
team you draft.
Oh, the vampire guy's got a big advantage.
especially if he gets rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the first few weeks, usually a vampire doesn't win.
No, but once but by week 3, you've picked up 3 players that are players. It always happens that way.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be an interesting league too. I want to do the guillotine one. I've always wanted that. Because you'd have to get 16 teams to do it,
Right.
and then
So that
everybody gets cut. Boy, you want to win that team that you want to win
But
like
barely?
71-70 the first week, and then you get to pick his best player because his player goes into the player pool and everybody gets to draft off of it.
Free agency.
Free agency. You don't want to be the guy at the top for the first 4 weeks
No, you get fucked.
because then you're screwed.
Get a good defense or something.
Yep, that'd be an interesting deal. All right, Trevor, you take care of my friend.
He almost called you his son.
I will see you.
Yeah, my son.
Everybody else in the waterfowl industry, I guess, has adopted me as a dad, so you might as well join the crowd.
That was close.
Hey, he put it the son he always wanted.
Yep,
that was
that's
almost
that's right. Remember?
almost a Freudian slip
Yep.
here at the end.
I'll see you
Be
this
safe, my son.
I'll see you this winter. Good luck in Stuttgart. I hope you win it all.
I do too.
Appreciate it, man.
I wish you the best. And if I don't see you in December, I will see you in hot St. Louis in July next year.
All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of your day.
Be
All
safe,
right, buddy.
bud.
Be
See
safe.
ya. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Yep. Take.
The great Trevor Shannahan.
That's right.
Unbelievable caller. If you don't know much about the calling world, he is as good as you can get.
The cream of the crop.
All right. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day. I've still got some dates left. Holler at me. Bye. Peace.
The final 4 episodes of the First Family Waterfowl Season 4 is out now on our YouTube channel. Go check those out right now. We love you. Goodbye. Watch for deer.
See you. Bye. Have you seen them?